Welcome back. Today we're having a break from the dually axle swap and we're going to spend some time working on the van, getting it ready for some camping. We're 6 months into the year and we haven't been camping anywhere yet. So we're going to crack on, do some bits to get it nice for camping. Starting with this gap. There's two reasons I want to move the sofa back. One is so we don't keep losing pillows, dogs. I've lost Alicia down that gap before. It's a nightmare. And the other is because this is a 7-seater, a lot of the time I climb through that door to the driver's seat because of how I park on the driveway. It's easier to get the dogs in and out. So I like having these seats all the way back, gives us loads of room. But obviously it makes it a bit tighter back here. I climb through. Now, I'm 6'6" and I'm up against it, but I'm not uncomfortable. But we've got the space to come back, so we might as well come back. We're not really going to lose any boot space because I can slide the sofa back and forwards. Rustling around. I can slide the sofa back and forwards, so we're not going to lose boot space, we're not going to lose cabin space. It's just all benefit really. So let's go to the back. You guys can see there is a pretty big gap here, which when we're lying on the bed, our pillows fall down. Is not what you want, obviously. You wake up in the night, it's not comfy. Stuff falls down it, it's not good. So we're going to try and slide the sofa back, which I think, buried under here, those bolts just there clamp the sofa to the floor. If we get them loose, we should be able to slide the sofa back, however much that is, good few inches at least, to give us some more, well, less gap, not more gap. So I'm going to fold the sofa back up and we'll see if we can get to them bolts. So with the boot all emptied out, you can see how disgusting it is in here and how little I maintain this van. It's become a bit of a mobile shed at the moment, which I'm not happy about, but I shouldn't have bought such a big thing. So we've emptied it all out and we're going to run the hoover around in it because I can. And then we're going to have a look at them bolts just there. I think they're just like U-bolts really, and they just clamp it to the floor. I think there's a bit of a lip here, so we'll have to overcome that and probably balance it out at the front with some blocks. No big issue. Seat belts that live under here for some reason, so they never stay up top. If you remember a few episodes ago, we did a water leak, which I can confirm is still bone dry. That is good. Alright, I'm going to go grab the hoover. I know what you're thinking. No, that hoover is not tiny. I'm just freakishly big. Don't tell Alicia I know how to hoover. Bit clean in here. You can see them bolts a bit there. I've got a nasty feeling though that they're going to be hidden through the wheel arch. Can we see anything? I'm hoping it's not any of those bolts. Probably is no my luck though. I'm just going to stop wrenching on them, see what they do. I have an electric ratchet at work and I didn't bring it home with me. I've undone all the inner bolts. All these inner ones here, same on the other side. If I rock the sofa, if you can tell, it's got a small bit of movement. So we're going to have to undo them outer ones, which I think are nut and bolt through the chassis to the outside. So this might be interesting. By the crank on them, they are solid. So I'm going to set you up underneath and you're going to tell me if it's moving or not. Where can I put you so you can see? Does that look in line? Don't know what you're looking at because I can't see either. So the crank can see where it does. Oh. Is it moving? Oh, it's actually getting looser on mine. Maybe they're just bolts, that would be real nice. For reviewing the footage from underneath, I didn't get the bolt in line for you to see, but it was just on the edge of the picture. I don't know if you saw it. It was spinning, so it's a nut and bolt. I'm going to grab a spanner that matches the top, which is 3/4. I'll leave the ratchets on top and I'll go underneath and try to turn it from the bottom, see if that works. Gosh, what a nightmare that was. Turns out I couldn't do it with power tools. No, I couldn't do it without power tools. All by myself. I had to call in my uncle for backup. He brought his impact gun and it was still a nightmare. So thank you very much, Uncle, for coming in. Helped me out loads. Got 3 out of the 4 clamps off. There's the bolt down there. Oh, it's seized in solid. I can't get it, but I have bent the bracket up. So hopefully we should be able to fly the sofa back there. I noticed that while I was under there. A coin all the way from the Americas, 5 cents. So we're already saving money on the van. With the clamps off and bolts out, we could easily slide the bed back and then mock it up to the back door to see how much of a gap we had left. With a little bit of squaring up, I was relatively happy with how it all looked, but there was problems. So the bed is turning out to be a bigger problem than I thought, because of the studs that bolt the brackets through are mounted to the body, and when you slide the bed back, you hit the stud for where it needs to be. So I need to have a think about how I'm going to mount it. In the meantime, we're going to move on with some other stuff because we've got loads to do. Next thing is window tints. Like you can tell, they are ever so slightly tinted, but you can still see through. And when you're camping, you get people staring in all the time. It's dead annoying. So we're going to tint them a bit more. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 to tint. We're just going to tint all the rear ones and not bother about the front because we've got a curtain. So we tint all the rear ones. We're going to start off with these back ones because I think I can take them off, unbolt them, and slide them out. And because these are flat, they're dead easy. Hopefully. So I'll whip them out. It turns out window tinting is actually pretty easy, as long as you can get it out onto a bench. It's a lot of cleaning, trimming and squeezing fluid out, which as a boy, I'm an expert at. I hope they all go this easy. Unfortunately, my camera overheated, but I managed to get this one done. Can't see in there no more. And compared to the other side, you can just about make it out. Camera's focusing on the mirror, on the glass. You can see the dashboard look through. This side, all you can see is me. So we'll get the other ones done. So we'll look back from the inside. Which you can still see that. It's a lot darker in here. But at least people won't be staring in as much. So got 3 more doors and then 3 of the big windows. I don't think I'm going to bother doing these, the openers, because I can't really see that much through them. I'll see how much material I've got left when I've done all these, and we'll decide if we're doing the lowers or not. So that is the back windows done. They're not my finest work, but they will do for now. Then move on to the side windows, the big ones, which I've got a feeling are going to be a bit of a nightmare because they took up behind the wood. And I think they've got a slight curve to them. We're going to give it a go. We've got to do it, haven't we? So pull these little rubber strips in. I put these in the other year when I bought it to try and make the edge look a bit nicer. It's a bit rough looking on there, isn't it? I don't know why there's like a double skin groove, but it does for a rubber. Rubber fits in there nice. So I think I have to do it. I need to like mock it up, cut it out, and then try and stick it while it's up inside. It's going to be fun. This stuff is absolutely killing me. I'm on temp number 2 of this window, and it's just peeling. Can you see it? It's just peeling off the coating. Like 1,000 degrees in here. It's just not going on. Might have to let it cool down a bit and try it again. It's a bit colder. It's just too hot or what, but it started going on nicest, and then I've noticed there's just light gaps in it everywhere. Peel it off, start again, but I think I'm going to let it cool down. It's just too hot. Right, we are back in the van. It was way too hot the other day. I could not work out in it. It was like, I think about 35 degrees outside, and this is obviously windows everywhere. It was like a greenhouse in here. I couldn't do it. So a couple of days later, we're going to try and get these windows tinted now. To do the side windows, it's the same steps. Clean, trim, squeeze, and done. But it's harder because everything's uphill. It was about this point I really started questioning my sanity. This is an infuriating job. If you know a window tinter, check in on them, because there's probably something wrong with them to want to do this as a career. Well, we are on. If you can see some of the wrinkles in it, it's not the greatest, but it was a very, very cheap film. And as you just saw, quite difficult to fit because I'm working up and the window's leaning in at me. So it's a bit fiddly, but you can see the difference in the bottom. It ain't perfect, but I think it'll do for now. I might try the hot air gun on it, see if I can blow some bubbles out. But try and get the rest of them done. Hopefully they get a bit better as I go along. I'll get this one trimmed up and do the rest. Well, I got this side on and it looks really good. No creases in it. There's the odd bubble here and there, but I got it all trimmed up and then remembered I didn't take the backing film off. Here we are with all of the windows. Hopefully when we go camping we've got a bit of privacy. A lot of them came out alright. Just that rear quarter one, which is all crinkled up, which I've got some spare material, so I'll probably redo that one. Annoyingly, show you these. I couldn't get any on there because there's like a bug mesh. Just when you slide the glass out, and there's a bug mesh. But I won't be able to seal it at all because you see the outline of the glass there. It doesn't come all the way back. And then below a window is really bad to do because of the latch for the sliding window. But it's a shame. but I'm not a professional, and they're all right. It's very cheap tint. You can tell that now by seeing them on. I can see bubbles everywhere, and the only thing I'm hoping is when I drive it, obviously from the driver's seat, because we're left-hand drive, I look out that window quite a lot while driving. So I'm hoping it's not going to be too... I can see out of it, so hopefully it's going to be good. I think I thought of a way to bolt the seat down, so we're going to move on to that now. My breath from climbing around. What is it? Let's go to that seat. What I didn't realise originally when I stripped this is that this plate with the stud in it is a separate part. I thought it went through the body. So they go like that with the sofa through the middle. And hopefully, because I can take that out, I can space it up to match the new height, and it'll hopefully clamp back down. So I'm going to try that. Unfortunately, though, I'm not going to have to film a lot because it is really cramped down there. It's a problem. I can't get a camera down there and myself down there, so you're just going to have to believe me. Right, turns out some muppet didn't record the audio, so showing you the seat bolts here. I bolted it down. Quick wiggle test. It's not moving. Oh, look, a quick gap test. Look at that. Blah, blah, blah. Next, we're doing some electrical work, I think. Look at all these lights. A TV. A fancy radio. These all run off the main battery, which, if we have everything on overnight, we're obviously going to be flat in the morning. There's some batteries I got from work off scrap cars, and I'm going to wire them up to a Victron unit. It's a DC charger, which takes some power from the alternator and charges up my leisure batteries at the same time. So we're going to wire everything up to the leisure batteries. So when we're camping, we drain them, and we're still able to start the van in the morning. I've got no idea what I'm rambling on about on screen. Who knows? This is very unprofessional. Not on. It will not happen again. Please don't report me. Quick head scratch. Honestly, don't know what I'm rambling on about still. Blah, blah, blah. Going to make a quick montage of mounting the batteries. I'll show you where I want the cables to run through the inside and the fuse boxes at the front where they're running to. With the box made, I do a quick tilt upside down, which isn't on camera, fantastic, and I showed you how I strapped it in. Now we'll go straight into wiring. Now I wired this up in a way that I can easily remove it, so there's a couple posts on either side, and I can just unplug that from the main loom and take the whole batteries out all as one piece. With the batteries ready to go in, I can crawl underneath and remove all the old wiring. Using the old wiring, I can measure up how much I need and cut to length. Then I can put terminal ends on and use my very favourite tool in the whole world, the blowtorch. With the wires all made up, I can finally fit them underneath. Right, I'm hoping all the underneath wiring is done. We've got a power feed to the Victron from the battery, a ground from the Victron, and then the out of the Victron, which goes to a T. One goes to the fuse box on the front, which powers all the stuff in the back, and the other way T will come up through the floor, that's that wire there, and hopefully run down the side through all these hollow panels and under the seat. Hopefully that should charge the battery. So I'm going to pull this wire through because it's all curled up underneath. Then we're going to take that back shelf out. I'm hoping when we take that shelf out we're able to see into the hollow cavity just to pull the wire through dead easy. And then there's already a cut through at the back over the wheel arch for the power bed. So it should be really easy now, really easy, plain sailing. But I'm sure something will go wrong. This was way harder than it looks. I had to pull about 8 meters of wire through a tiny little grommet and then try and feed it through here. And for some reason there's an ashtray at the bottom, probably so mice can smoke too. All mounted up, all wired up. I need to connect the Victron app, make sure we're charging at the right rate. But I think we should all be good to go. Now when we go camping, we can charge our phones, watch TV, have the lights on, and still be able to start the van in the morning, hopefully. So I'll get the van all cleaned up because it is a tip, and hopefully we'll be camping soon. If you guys have any recommendations, we're in the Midlands. This thing gets 15 miles to the gallon, so bear that in mind when you recommend me places. Yeah, I'm looking forward to camping with some electrics. And we've still got the shore hookup because it's got a plug in the side so we can connect like house appliances. Not that we really use it a lot, but yeah, we're all set. I'm going to go try it out later. So yeah, it was a bit harder than I thought it'd be, crawling around inside. Wasn't too bad. Cool. And here we are at the end of the day. It's now dark outside, so I thought I'd come and try all the lights out. Sat watching myself on YouTube because I've plugged the Fire Stick into the TV. Runs off 5 volt out of TV, so that's really handy. Can now have a bit more streaming service while we're out camping because that's what getting out into nature is all about, isn't it? Sitting and watching TV. I forgot to show when we moved the sofa back. Ooh, gained a load more leg room. So it's going to be loads comfier for anyone sitting here now. We've got more bed space because we're not going to lose our pillows. Thanks to the window tints, we can now hide in here from Alicia when she wants to do housework. I think we're all ready to go camping. Just need to pick somewhere now. Yeah, thank you very much for watching. Remember to like and subscribe. Look at this. Rookie numbers. Let's get them numbers up, please. No, not really. Do we want? I'm not bothered.